Hello and welcome to a Bergkamp Wonderland Extra. We're coming to you a few days early because we have a very special guest with us tonight. But enough of that, I'll introduce to you the Bergkamp Wonderland Button Monkey. He's my favourite and yours. It's Danny the GFP.
Hello, Gimli. You've not had a couple of beers at all, and you're not tired, are you?
No, not at all.
It's not just gone midnight.
No, it's not 25 minutes past midnight on the, what is it, Wednesday?
Oh, I don't know. Thursday. It's Thursday
Is it?
now. Yeah, all day. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you too. Right, our next guest, and he comes all the way from Yokohama, glad I said that right, in Japan. And last week we did a big segment on the Asia tour, and he informed us afterwards that we managed to balls up most of the Japanese language. So we brought him here to correct us on a few things, give us a little bit of insight into the Japanese game and what to expect over the next couple of games. Joining us from Japan, it's Colm Smith. Hello.
Hi lads, thanks for having me on the show.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much for getting up at, 8 a.m.? Is there 8:26 a.m.?
It's 8:26, but no worries, I've been up since 10 to 6 anyway, so
Wow, imagine Gimli at 8:26 a.m. It'd be a very interesting podcast of him snoring.
I was going to say, you're just about normally going to bed at that time, aren't you, Danny?
I am. I don't need any beauty sleep. All right, don't need to hear about my sleep.
Right, we'll crack on with this then. And first of all, we'll go straight over to Colm, and we'll ask the analysis of the Nagoya game.
Yep, it was a good game. It was good for the team to get another bit of fitness under their belt, some game time. It was nice to see Giroud getting another goal, build his confidence for the season coming up, because the way it's looking at the minute, he still could be our only main striker.
Oh dear, don't.
It was nice to see Zelalem get some more game time as well. Some of his through balls are just unbelievable.
Aren't they just? He's an incredible player. He's going to be superb. I can't believe.
Who's an incredible player, Gimli?
Zelalem.
No.
Zelalem.
No.
Keeping it going. We will make it an official chant of Arsenal Football
like a
Club.
boss, apparently.
No, I was going to actually say that I think Wenger has actually learnt a few lessons with Jack Wilshere. I don't think we'll see Zelalem.
I'm not doing it.
No, you're not going to do it that time. I don't think we're going to see him anywhere near the first team this season. I think that he'll either be on the bench or playing a major part in the youth team. Like I said, I think he's learned lessons over pushing Wilshere, and if you look at the way that he's tried to progress Chamberlain, I think he'll go pretty much down the same lines as that. So, but yes, a very exciting prospect for the future. I totally agree with you. What else stood out for those games?
I think most notable, I suppose, especially for the locals, was seeing Ichi getting some game time. He's pretty popular here, although he's dwarfed by Kagawa United, but they kind of went a little bit crazy on TV when he made his debut for the national team. So I'd expect that he'll probably start the game tomorrow against Urawa, or at least I'm hoping he will, seeing as I'll be there.
And what do you think we can expect from the Urawa game?
Hopefully plenty of goals again. Urawa are kind of renowned for being like the Manchester United of Japan, in that pretty much everybody hates them. And I guess the only difference between them and United would be for Urawa, it's mostly local people that support them, whereas United, nobody local supports them.
That's very true.
Do you think there's been much hype around Arsenal coming to Japan? Have you seen much in the news or on the TV about anything that they've done there?
There hasn't. I haven't seen really as much as there has been with like the United games. Like, for example, the United game in Yokohama was live on TV the other night, so they're definitely getting a bit more coverage. But there is still a lot of excitement, like among like students in the university where I work. Like I've had quite a few coming up to me telling me they have tickets for the game.
Mm.
So there is a bit of excitement around it, all right, especially because they're bringing the sort of big young hope for the Japanese national team into town with them.
Oh, definitely. And how are Arsenal viewed in Japan? I know with Ryo, although you're going to probably kick my ass on the pronunciation of that later. How are they viewed in Japan as a team? Are they got a popular fan base there?
They're viewed very favourably, mostly because like Wenger was here before at Nagoya Grampus, or Grampus 8 as they were at the time. I think there was even, I can't remember if it was one of the winning 11 or one of the FIFA games or something. Wenger was actually on the cover at one point. There was some computer game, so he's viewed very favourably, which I suppose is why for a while he was on and off linked with the Japanese national team job. Though thankfully we don't have to listen to that anymore. But they're quite popular here. Even where I live, like I see more Arsenal jerseys than I do other jerseys just in my local area.
Well, that's always nice to see, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Danny, you've been very quiet so far. I know it's late and everything, but
that's because we've only managed to get Colm for a very short length of time, so we don't need all my kerfuffle in there. But we were talking to Colm before the podcast started, saying that when Wenger was there was no such thing as a draw in the J League. It was if it was a draw after 90 minutes, they then went to golden goal, and then if it was still a draw, they went to penalties. So I was just looking at my stats here. Wenger was manager of Nagoya Grampus 8 as it was then for 52 games. He won 32, drew 0, lost 20. And then on golden goal, he won 6 and lost 3. And on penalties, he won 3 and lost 1. And he won the Japanese Cup in 1995.
He did, yeah, the Emperor's Cup.
Yeah, and then he won the Japanese Super Cup the next season and then left straight after.
So Colm is now officially our man in Japan.
So did you say, Colm, when you're walking around that you're more likely to see Arsenal shirts than any other shirt?
Just in the local area where I live, like in southern Yokohama, that's what I mostly see. But I'm sure like United would be more popular overall. You see the odd Chelsea scumbag walking around as well. But
and what's the situation like with Premier League games on TV over there?
It's brilliant. We get 4 or 5 live games every weekend, and Arsenal, probably 36 or 37 of Arsenal's games will be live on telly. So even though we have to put up with an 8-hour time difference and very antisocial kickoff times, we do get the benefit of having pretty much every game barring not Carling Cup, what's it called now? Capital One Cup and
Cup.
Exactly, yeah. barring the FA Cup and Cock, we get pretty much everything else.
Well, that's pretty good. Is it money-wise? I know, like over here, I pay £90 a month for my Sky bill. That includes my phone. But is it really expensive over there for TV, for sports channels?
So you can get a special European soccer set, which will chuck in like Bundesliga and stuff like that, and that's to add that package on. It's only like €30 or something. So I think my total like satellite TV bill is about €60 a month, and for that I get pretty much every Arsenal game, which is good.
And I said, Danny, all we need you to do now is bugger off to Japan with Mr. Fakahanaj, who I think would have absolutely loved this tonight. He would have been in his element.
Are we pronouncing Fakahanaj correctly? That's what I want to know. That made-up name.
Sounds about right.
So the other thing we were going to ask you about was the current Nagoya manager, Dragan Stojkovic. How's he seen over there, and do you think he would make a good Arsenal manager? Because there's been lots of talk recently that he is being lined up to be the next Arsenal manager.
I think he's viewed quite positively here. I think mostly because he's maybe viewed as having learned his trade possibly a little by working with Wenger, but he's a guy who's quite close to Wenger, it would appear, and I don't know, I think he could be an all right call to be the replacement, though, I think we'd all secretly like to see Klopp as the next guy who'd come in.
That would get my vote. And then, so finally, before we go, we all thought Junichi Inamoto, whose name I have just butchered, he's 33 now. Last seen, he was playing for Kawasaki Unpronounceable. What's that team called?
Kawasaki Frontale.
There you go. And last season, because they play a calendar season in Japan, he played 20 J League games and didn't really do much. So do you think he's retired? Have you not heard from him? Because on Wikipedia it doesn't say anything about him still playing.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's still playing, because there's another guy who's they call him King Kazu here, and he's 40. He's mid 40s and he's still playing, which is kind of insane.
What team's he playing for?
I think it's Yokohama FC, maybe.
Oh, not in the first.
Possibly. I'm not really sure off the top of my head.
Wow. Right, you have
that's news to me that Inamoto's still playing, because Kawasaki Frontale, Kawasaki's only maybe 20 minutes by train from where I live, so I might go and check him out.
Hey, if you do, tell him we say hello, and I once waved to him when he played for Arsenal in the League Cup. And I then
Will do.
He was very good. Right, you need to get going, don't you?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so do you want to wrap this up, Kim? Well, I want to say thank you very much for joining us at such short notice.
Yes, thank you very much. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on. You are now officially our man from Japan.
Thanks very much.
Right, enjoy your day, and we will talk again to you soon.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Bye.
See you.
That was nice, wasn't it, Danny?
That was really nice of Colm to come on. Yeah, we're shame he didn't have much time to talk, because before that we'd spent 20 minutes talking a load of gibberish. So next time we have people on, we're going to have to say, what kind of time span have you got? Because I think he could have talked a lot longer. Well, he did talk a lot longer before we started recording.
Don't lie. You were you had literally spent 20 minutes telling him to say egg fried rice in a Japanese accent.
I made a point of saying we are not going to do any of the stereotypical mispronunciations of anything Japanese, because I'm a personal massive fan of all things MMA and a massive gaming fan, and I love Japan. It's a place I'd love to go and visit.
So do I. It's rubbery.
Oh, you arsehole. Plus, I'm a big fat bastard, and the Japanese ladies love a fatty. They do. Oh, they'll love me.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Don't do it, Danny, because in Japan they censor the tuppence.
They do. That's JAV for you. If you see JAV, just don't bother looking at it.
This is a quality podcast so far, coming at you, the Bergkamp Wonderland. It's here every Thursday, 11:30. Get your fix now.
Oh dear.
So, should we wrap this up then by telling people what we've got planned for Thursday?
Yes, go on, you tell them.
Hold on, it's actually in my notebook what things we're going to talk about. Hold on.
Yeah, because I'm high on orange powered Lucozade, and I'm feeling a little bit tipsy from the sugar rush, and it's about 1,000,000 degrees in here.
I'll tell you, this cigarette smoke has gone right to my head.
Has it?
Yeah.
Should quit then. It's bad for you. It stunts your growth.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, I could be at least 4'11" by now if I hadn't smoked then.
Oh, look at that. Too late now. Said the man in the orthopaedic shoe.
No, that's I stand corrected, said the man in the orthopaedic shoes. Anyway, Thursday's podcast, and joining us on Thursday's podcast, we have a few specials. We have Mr. Lord Hillwood, Steve, from our regular panel.
With his new headphones, hopefully.
Has he bought some, has he?
I think he's digging deep.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Going to the Bergkamp Wonderland, going that extra mile for the listener.
We don't muck around.
We don't take no shit, Danny. No. But yes, joining Steve, we will have Keith the Gooner, and I'm sure many of you are aware of him. He is literally one of the funniest Gooners on Twitter, and we spoke to him earlier today, didn't we, Danny? Just to do a little bit of a test, and I had to change my pad.
All I'm going to say is between him and James, what's James and his username?
I won't say / because I know you go Jackie Chan on me every time. See, that's another Japanese link. Was that Chinese? Right. His
People already know that you don't know the difference between Northern and Republic of Ireland, so you might as well just be hated in Japan as well and the whole of Asia. Go on, carry on.
I've already told you I can't go to Ireland. I can't do Scotland. I can't go to
Southampton.
Liverpool. I can't go to Southampton.
And now that's the whole of Asia ticked off your list.
But still, Essex is looking good as a holiday destination this year.
Bogner?
It's only a matter of time. But yeah, it's _armchair gooner, who is James Raoul Stokes.
And he was so on the button. Between those two, it is going to be a giggle fest, and Lord Hillwood might have to have one of us executed to make the others behave, because we spoke for about half an hour today, and it was hilarious.
I know Andy drives a Rover, which automatically makes him...
It's a blue one.
It's a blue one. He tweeted a picture of it, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, not seen that. That'll be a feast for the eyes.
I was moist.
Were you?
That's
might have been
all I'm
sitting on his
saying.
back seat, though, where it leaks.
But tomorrow, just a few of the things that we'll be talking about is the Luis Suarez stuff that's been going on at the moment, a few transfers in general, the Deadwood and who we're going to sell, our famous or almost famous fantasy football league that we'll be doing. We'll be talking also about the Monreal or Gibbs left back situation, and we'll be also covering some of the defensive things around Arsenal, because I've noticed that in the podcast that we've done in the past, all we've talked about is strikers and who's going to support who and who's going to do the assist, but we haven't actually focused on the back four.
And after the second half of last season, that showed that could be a massive, massive thing that will help us win the title this coming year.
Exactly, and if Steve Bold's actually let coach that team to the extent that he can do. But the final thing we'll be covering in tomorrow's podcast is a little bit on the Emirates Cup and Galatasaray coming over.
And we won't tell you what Keith and James were saying about some of the things that Arsenal could be selling and they could sponsor, because that stuff is taking it a little bit too far.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I don't think you did either, did you? You didn't record that. It would have been very funny listening. But
all I'm going to say is Kevlar. That's all I'm saying. Arsenal Kevlar with Arsenal stuff stamped on it.
Yeah.
I'm just stroking my cat Bergkamp. Bergie. Hello, Bergie.
Lovely.
He's showing me his ring.
You got a bit of the hoop, did you, Danny?
Tell you what, he's very fond of a flash of the hoop in the face.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I do love cats.
Yes.
Right then.
Yes.
We'll wrap this up.
Okay.
How long has it actually been?
Oh, not long enough. I've no idea. It's been about half hour.
Hopefully that'll cure some of the itch.
Yes.
Right.
Hopefully. Bless them.
So, this has been a Bergkamp Wonderland podcast. Thank you very much for listening. Good night.
Good night, silly bitches. Sleep tight.